So let's take a few moments. Settle in. Especially if you have animals and movement around you. And then when you've arrived in that space, I want you to really feel that inhale and then that on the exhale. Almost like you're just letting out every worry and care of the world and fall deeply into whatever position you've chosen to be in this morning. I want you to completely let go. And then feel the breath. That magical, beautiful breath. Remembering that your breath is your constant, your anchor. It always brings you back to the present moment. It also filters time, knowing that you can get through anything one breath at a time. And really tuning in this morning to how calming it is just to feel yourself breathe. Knowing that this peace that's inside you is always there. You just have to stop and take a moment and tune back in. And let's send the breath to our heart center here. Find gratitude. And really call in that gratitude towards your body. And maybe it's not allowing you to move exactly how you want to this morning, but it still allows you to move in a way that calms, that relaxes you, that stretches you, and that just gives you that energy and makes you feel a little bit better. And honoring wherever that is today for you. Always remembering that in yoga, there is zero judgment. And that's also self-judgment, not just judgment of others. So if a pose doesn't feel as good this morning as it sometimes does, again, just accepting where you are and honoring that with zero judgment to yourself. And just breathing into the entire body here, sending breath anywhere it needs to go. And let's slowly allow ourselves to wake up. We can wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe you want to roll up the wrists and ankles. Again, maybe that head rocks side to side feels really good. And then we're going to find that big reach stretch. Again, if that's comfortable today, inhaling the arms overhead, or again, just holding on to opposite elbows. Legs can be extended or bent. Let's just reach that spine long. Add some tension in the body on the inhale. And then notice the difference in the exhale, the softening. If you want to do that one more time, adding in a little bit different movement, you can interlace the fingers, whatever it is this morning for you. And then let's exhale, soften. Let's hug that right knee in towards the chest. Left leg can be out long or bent. If it is out long, I want you to flex the toes just a little bit so that we have nice, good alignment here. Left hand can even come on that left hip. And we're just gonna hold this static this morning. This is gonna stretch out the low back. It's gonna help with digestion throughout the day. And I want you to take that nice big inhale. Fill the belly with breath. Allow the belly to reach up towards the thigh. And as you exhale, maybe you can pull that knee in just a tiny bit more. Feeling that exchange of breath just for a couple rounds. This is going to massage the lower intestines and the belly. Again, it's beautiful to aid in digestion throughout the day as well as release the low back. On our next exhale, we're going to lower that right foot to the ground. Now we can stay in this variation of supine tree, or we can allow the right knee to fall open to the right, any amount. Again, that right foot can be all the way down towards that foot, or you can pull it in towards the body, whatever feels good. Just opening up the hip here in a gentle supine tree position. And then let's grab the inside of, or outside of that thigh. Let's bring that right knee back to center. Extend the right leg out long, or again, it can stay bent. Left knee in towards the chest this time. Right toes gently flex towards the face. And let's just hug that left knee in. Again, feeling that exchange of breath here. Inhale, fill the belly. Knee will lift a little bit. And then as you exhale, maybe you can pull in a little bit deeper. Again, only if that feels good today. Just massaging all those lower organs there. And then we're going to exhale that left foot down to the mat, left knee bent. And again, you can stay here. You can allow that knee to open up to the left. Find supine tree on the other side. Let's bring that left hand to the outside of the hip. Let's close that knee up. And then let's extend the legs out long if that's comfortable. They're going to come more to the corners of the mat. So I want you to make yourself really big here. We are going to roll on the floor for a couple of moments here. So arms are going to go out to the side like a T. And you've all done this before, I'm pretty sure. Right hand towards that right shoulder. And then we're going to bring that right hand across the chest as we roll to the left. Allowing that right hand, maybe it comes to the left hand, maybe the fingertips reach forward. Again, we're stretching out the low back here. You're also giving your IT band a nice stretch. Let's exhale, gently roll that back to center. If the knees need to bend, then bend the knees. Allowing that right hand out long, left hand towards the left shoulder, roll it across the chest. Rolling over to the right this time, left hand towards the fingers, or maybe the left hand extends past. Again, really stretching into that hip and IT band and sciatic as well. Let's inhale, gently roll back to center. Open that up. Let's find 2 more on each side at your own pace. And again, maybe it feels really good and you just want to hold it for a moment before you come back to center. Finding that one more time on each side. And And then after you found the last one, but again, take your time here. We're just gonna hug our knees in towards our chest when you're ready. Let's keep the knees a little bit wider here. Again, if that's comfortable. And then we're gonna draw those circles in the ceiling. Maybe we draw 2 circles. Maybe one feels better this morning, knowing that that's always an option, right? Let's come back through center, unwind in the opposite direction. One more time. Let's come back to center. Let's bring our feet down to the ground. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So walk those feet in. And then as you exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up towards the sky. Let's exhale, slowly roll down. And then find that bridge flow on your inhale, lift. And on your exhale, lower. A couple times just like this before we add the arms in, but again, only if that feels good for you. Let's one more time here. This time, if it's okay, we're going to inhale, lift, reach the arms up overhead. And then as we exhale, lower down, arms beside the body. Inhale, reach up, thumbs point up and over, and exhale down. Warming up that shoulder girdle, opening that up. Two more here. And the last one. And then let's lower that all the way down. Maybe you want a windshield washer out. And then let's bring our knees back to center, where you have your option. You can rock and roll a couple times forward to seated, or you can roll to one side or the other, whichever one feels better for you this morning. Just again, if you're finding that rock and roll, find that a couple times before you make your way all the way up. And then we'll meet in our tabletop pose. Fingertips spread nice and wide. And let's find your rounds of cat and cow. We've done a lot of variations of cat and cow lately, so pick the one that works for you. Again, we've tried that spiral. You can even sit back on the heels. Two more here. Last one. And let's meet back in that neutral spine. Let's reach that right foot to the back of the mat. Keep the toes on the mat and rock that back and forth again. Press as much as you need to stretch out that calf muscle. One more. Let's inhale back to center. If it's available, we're going to reach that right foot up and over to the left. And then we're going to look over the left shoulder again. This is going to give you a little bit of a stretch in the low back, the IT band, the hips. Let's inhale gently back to center. Let's lift that right foot off the mat again. If that feels okay, press through the palms, reach that left arm forward, find your spinal balance. Let's find that flow. Exhale, round and elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. On your exhale, round in. And find that reach. 3 more times on the side. Last one. Lengthen that out, hold it there. Exhale, let's come back to center. And then reach that left foot back again, rock back and forth. And if it feels good just to hold it, then do that as well. One more. Let's come back to center again, leaving the foot here, or let's lift it up and over to the right. And let's just look over that right shoulder. Let's inhale back to center, lifting that leg off the mat, press to the palms, right arm extends. And then on your exhale, round that in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. 3 more. 2. Last one. Let's hold that spinal balance. And then let's bring that back down to our tabletop. And let's take a child's pose. Again, make this your own. What feels good here? Allowing the hips to open, the spine to stretch. Let's inhale, look forward at our hands, press the palms, let's come up into our tabletop pose. Now we're gonna have a little bit of fun in bear pose. You guys are probably laughing at me right now. So we're gonna tuck our toes. Again, you can stay here. We're gonna try to walk the bear pose. So we're gonna hold bear. So let's lift the knees off the mat, again, only if that's available. And then maybe we bring the left foot back and the right, find plank or kneeling plank. Then we're gonna bring the right foot back in, and then the left, find bear or tabletop. Let's do that one more time. Left foot, right foot, and then left foot lead in, right foot. Let's hold our bear or tabletop. And then let's exhale, hinge back up. Let's find downward facing dog. Paddle this out. And then let's bend our knees. Let's gently bring to the top of the mat, finding your forward fold. Inhale up to your variation of halfway lift. On your exhale, fold. Slowly rolling up, stacking the vertebrae. Reaching the arms up to the sky last. And exhale. Take a pause in your mountain. Let's just find breath. Let's inhale, reach up, fill up. Hands through heart center. Pause in mountain. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale through heart center. And take a gentle pause. All right, let's inhale, reach up. On your exhale, find that swan dive. Inhale up, halfway lift. Let's exhale, fold, plant the hands, right foot back. Now, you can go high on the ball mound, coming up into high crescent lunge. You can drop the knee, warrior one, or pyramid, right? Wherever we're at. Hold this lunge or whichever variation you're in. We're gonna exhale, hinge, airplane arms. You can find this in warrior one and pyramid as well. Let's inhale, reach to the sky. And let's exhale, open to the left, twisted open, hands extend or at heart center. Let's circle this left arm around, reach up. Let's exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, left foot meets right. Let's find downward facing dog. Let's inhale, roll forward like a wave. Find your variation of plank. And then let's lower all the way down. Hug those elbows in. Inhale, roll up. Cobra. Baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Pressing up through your plank to downward facing dog. Bend our knees, make our way to the top of the mat, finding that forward fold. Inhale to your halfway. And exhale, fold. Let's root down and rise up in any way that feels good for you. Let's exhale, pause. In our mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find that swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, left foot back this time. And again, high on the ball mound, warrior one or pyramid. Inhale, lift. As exhale, hinge, find those airplane arms. Strengthen the legs here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Let's circle this right arm around. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let's fold forward. Plant the hands. Right foot meets left. Find downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it forward. Remembering you don't have to flow ever. We can lower all the way down or halfway. Inhaling up to your variation of a back bend. And then let's gently make our way back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale that right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Let's round that knee in. Step the foot between the hands. Left foot pivots on a 90-degree. We're gonna rise up warrior two. So again, take your time. And if that means just stepping into it, you can do that as well. Open that up. Let's exalt our warrior. Inhale back, warrior two. Let's find side angle or supported side angle, whichever feels good for you this morning. Just making sure that that chest opens up towards the sky. Let's inhale, rise up, warrior two. Straighten that right leg, hands to heart center, pivoting our feet, coming into goddess pose. So let's lower down here. Holding here. Let's inhale, lengthen the legs, arms up in that five-pointed star. Exhale, find your moon pose, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And again, to find a different variation of this, you don't have to lunge as far, or you can even keep the legs straight, if that's where you're at today. Two more. Last one. And let's release that, find those sunflowers. Nice tall spine here. One more. Let's reach that up, hands to heart center. Let's pivot our feet, coming into that wide-legged forward fold. Again, if that's not comfortable, just come into more of a hip hinge. Find halfway lift. So let's exhale, hinge forward, wherever it feels good. Planting the hands, finding blocks, and then heel toe out. And then once you found your position, that's when you can walk your hands in toward the midline, crown of the head towards the ground, or stay lifted. Let's inhale up to that halfway lift. Now, if we're in our halfway lift, we're going to walk our hands to the top of the mat. If not, we're just going to make our way to the top of the mat. And then we're going to bring that right foot back to meet the left. Let's find downward facing dog. Maybe you want to take a pedal here. And again, you can always stay here. If you'd like to find a little flow, you can inhale, roll forward, making your way all the way down or halfway. Finding that back bend. And then meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg to the sky. Round that knee in, step that foot between the hands, right foot at a 90 degree. Again, however you make it there is perfect. Finding warrior two. Let's exalt our warrior. Inhale back, warrior two. Finding your variation of side angle or supported side angle this morning. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Let's straighten that left leg. Hands to heart center. Let's come back into our goddess pose. So let's lower that down. Arms out to either side. Coming into sun pose. So really press the fingers and the thumbs together. Palms up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Again, you can stay legs extended way up here the whole time, or just don't lower as deep to find variation or modification. Let's find two more. And then again, let's open that up, let it go with our sunflowers. One more here. And then let's let that go. Bring our hands to heart center. Let's pivot our feet back out. Finding one more wide-legged forward fold or anything else that feels good in the moment. So let's hinge that forward. Let it go. Let's inhale back, halfway lift. And then again, walking the hands to the top of the mat, pivoting the feet at the same time. Both feet meeting back, find downward facing dog. And again, remembering you never have to flow. You can just come into child's pose. You want to find one more flow. We're going to roll forward. Let's lower down. Inhaling up. And exhale. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Pedaling this out. Taking a pause. And then really generously bend our knees. Let's make our way to the top of the mat. Find a forward fold. Inhale halfway. Let's exhale, fold. Let's slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Shoulders back and down last. All right. So we're going to bring our feet a little bit closer together. If that's available, we're going to come into chair pose with a gentle twist to start. So let's inhale, reach up to the sky. Let's exhale, sit down into chair. We're gonna find this flow here. So let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Let's add a little bit of a twisted. Exhale as we lower down. Let's twist gently to the right. Inhale, reach up. Find a gentle twist to the left. Beautiful. We're going to do a couple rounds of this as we twist to the right and left. Maybe you notice each time you can lower down a little bit more. If you can't, that's okay too. Inhale, reach up. Twist over to the right. Inhaling up. Over to the left. Let's inhale, reach up. This time as we twist over to the right, we're going to hold it here. So however low you want to go, it's completely up to you. You can be way up here, right? You can also open it up a little bit. Inhale back through center. Let's reach up. And exhale over to the left. Again, we're going to hold it for a couple of breaths. So any variation you're in. Let's inhale back to center. Let's exhale, reach up to the sky. Let's bring that right hand to right thigh. Let's bend to the right. Left arm reaches up and over. Inhale back to center. Left arm down. Right arm up and over this time. Inhale back to center. Let's inhale, reach up to the sky. Let's exhale, find a cactus back bend. Inhaling up. Exhale. Let's find a mountain. All right, you can always pause and grab a sip of water. I always forget, so. So we're gonna come into our balancing pose this morning, which is gonna be tree, to just a warrior 3 variation. Again, if tree is not comfortable, then you could come in just a gentle chair or keep the foot right on the mat, right? So to start, arms wherever you would want them. Let's bring that right knee towards the chest, flex the toes, and let's open that hip up, bringing that foot wherever you like on the inside of the left leg. And then again, grow your branches any amount here. Woo. Let's inhale our hands back to center. Right knee back to center. Flex the toes again. Gentle bend in that left knee. Hinge. Find your variation of warrior 3. Again, it can be way up here, right? We don't have to hinge forward ever. Let's inhale back up. Let's let it go, shake it out. All right, let's rinse it with breath before we find it on the other side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Let's bring hands through heart center. And pause. And that. All right, right knee plants this, or right foot plants this time. Left knee towards the chest, flex the toes. Let's open up that left foot this time. Find your tree. And again, maybe you want to find a different arm variation on this side. Really root down with that right foot. Beautiful tall spine here. Let's bring our hands to heart center, not already there. Left knee back to center, flex the toes, hinge. Finding your variation of warrior 3 on this side. Let's inhale, rise back up. And again, shake it out. Let it go. All right, before we find our way all the way down, we're gonna find that nice back roll. So we're gonna round that chin in towards the chest. Slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Find that ragdoll, bend the knees, arms are heavy. And then inhale, gently roll that up. Realigning the spine, stacking the one vertebrae at a time. Finding that one more time at your own pace, rounding that in. Moving nice and slow here. And then let's inhale, gently roll it all the way up. Find your mountain. All right, let's inhale, reach up. Let's exhale, bend the knees. Find that beautiful swan dive. Now we're gonna hold it here. So really knees are nice and bent, fingertips can be cupped, or you can even grab blocks underneath you, right? And we're just gonna pedal this out. So I want you to stretch one leg and then the other. Again, we're stretching our calves out again here. You can even pull the hip, so the left hip a little bit to the left. Stretch out that IT band at the same time. One more on each side. Beautiful, let's come back to center. Let's plant our hands, let's step back to tabletop. And let's find a child's pose. Again, wide-legged, narrow-legged, arms forward or back. Child's pose is a very personal pose, a very vulnerable pose. So find the variation that feels good and right in your body. And then maybe once you settle in, you can rock the head side to side, or you rock the hips, or you can just stay still. Let's inhale, look forward at the hands. Let's press ourselves up into our tabletop. And I want you to find just a couple more rounds of cat-cow. Maybe you notice you have much more opening and space in the spine at the end of class than you did at the beginning. Find one more. Inhale back to center. And then we're going to lower ourselves all the way down to our bellies here. Hands can come underneath the ribcage. We're just going to come up into a gentle cobra to start. So press the tops of the feet down. Roll the shoulders up and back, cobra or baby cobra. Let's exhale, lower that down. You can come back into cobra, or maybe you want to come into locust, or even half locust. Maybe you just want to lift the legs, right? So root down. And then as we exhale, coming into locust, locust legs, cobra, whichever one feels good. Let's exhale, lower that down. Maybe right cheek down, left cheek comes up. You give a little rock in the hips. Let's inhale that back to center. And again, coming in any of those variations. So root down, and then as you exhale, come up into your variation back bend, locust, locust legs, cobra. Let's exhale, lower that down, left cheek down, right cheek up this time. Let's inhale that back to center. We're gonna come into a gentler variation of that scorpion pose. So arms out to either side. We're gonna bring our feet a little bit closer together. We're gonna bend that right elbow. Right fingertips are cupped on the mat. And then we're gonna gently roll to the left. We're gonna bend our knees at the same time. So we're just gonna stack our knees. Hopefully you can see me. That left side of the head can come down. Again, this is a more gentle variation. If you want to come into the full variation, you can. But we're just coming into the low back and the shoulder here. We're going to gently come out of this by extending those legs out long. Let's come back to center. Right arm up, left fingertips on the mat. And again, roll to the right side as we bend the knees, bringing the knees in. Finding that. Again, much gentler variation on this side. Let's extend her left legs out, both legs out. Let's roll over if I find the midline. Hands underneath the rib cage. Let's press ourselves up into table. And then we're going to gently way onto our backs. So mat there. Lower yourself all the way down. Hug one knee in and then the other. Find that knees to chest. Rock side to side. Maybe you want those circles in the sky. Massage out the low back and the sacrum. All right, we're gonna lower our feet to the ground. Now this is where you have a lot of different options to stretch out the hips and the glutes. One option is to come into that figure 4 stretch. Another option is to come into happy baby or half happy baby. Maybe you want to come into a bridge, stretch it out that way. So again, find your variation. Just hold it for a couple of breaths. And then whichever stretch we're going to gently come out of it. And then you can find that stretch on the other side. Or maybe if you're in happy baby, you come into a bridge. Maybe if you were in a bridge, you come into happy baby. Find anything that feels good here. And then we're going to exhale, gently coming out of that. Let's come into a nice supine twist here. So arms out to either side, cactus or T. Knees can be bent or tabletop, allowing the knees to fall to the left. Right shoulder roots down.
Let's inhale back to center. And then exhaling the knees over to the right. Let's inhale gently back to center. Find any other stretch your body needs. And then gently make your way into what feels like rest for you. And then when you've arrived, let's take that nice cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up belly, ribs, and chest. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Feel that breath travel through you for just a few moments here. That rise and fall of the chest. Taking a gentle pause. Let's inhale, fill up, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, filling up the body, and exhale, release it all out. Knowing that you are in your own space, you can stay here as long as you like. If you want to start to invite movement in, you can wiggle fingers and toes. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Rock the head gently side to side. Giving yourself any other movement it needs to wake up. And again, you can stay exactly as you are, or you can gently bend your knees, placing your feet on the mat, reaching the right or the left arm over the head and rising up into your seated lotus pose. And let's close with a breath here. Let's inhale, reach up, fill up. Exhale, pull it all out into center, bowing in. Thank you for allowing me to guide you again this morning. The highest in me. Season honors the highest in each of you. I hope you get to go outside and enjoy the sunshine. Namaste. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. My back feels better.